What's good? It's your boy Fannon. Yes, sir. Let's talk this boxing this morning. Hope all is well with everybody. Let me see. We got one person in the building. Let's slow up, see what's good. Yes, sir. So, okay, man, we got a couple people coming in. I'll wait for a little while to see if cats can come in. Got 4 in the building. Man, I want to talk about this. I definitely want to talk about this. I'm excited about this fight coming up this weekend. What's good, Luke? What's going on, Luke Williams? How you feeling, man? Word play in the house, man. Good morning to you, man, or good early, depending on where you are. I guess somebody could be almost afternoon. Big money, yo, what's good, man? How you feeling today? Let's talk a little of this boxing, man. Yes, sir. Boxing and barbecue. We're live. That's what's up. Yeah, man, I'm so much looking forward to this fight this weekend. Terence Crawford and Jose Benavidez. Jose Benavidez about to get knocked the fuck out, and I'm looking forward to it. Almighty Law 703, what's good, man? Gravy Davy in the building. What's going on, man? Fans Perspective, what's good? What's good? Salute to you, young Merv the Cut, man. It's so cool to have like consistent cats that you can talk about boxing every day, man. I swear to goodness, man. Oh, wordplay. Say you right up the street from me. You not too far from Austin. Hey, man, I wish El Paso went so damn far. God, dog, how can you drive 8 hours in the same damn state? Texas is huge. I heard there's a fight card coming up in El Paso. I was like, man, I'll go to El Paso. I did my thing. Looked up the directions. It was 8. Young Merv said, "Is the fight on the app or the channel?" My understanding is on the It's on the channel, and which is I got the app and the channel. The app is worth having, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of, wasn't a big fan of it to start off with because I wasn't looking for an extra bill. But hey, man, it is definitely it's a good app to have, man. I watch a lot more than I thought I would. What Native Black Faculty Boxing? What's good, man? I'm chilling over here, man. Talking trash. Say, yep. The bad part about Benavidez, whatever his name is, made it worse for himself. Talking trash. Yeah, man. He's gonna get his ass whooped anyway. I don't know if he made it worse for himself. Because it wasn't like he's gonna not try to hurt him. He's gonna try to hurt him regardless, man. But that's not necessary to be bringing people's sisters and mamas into the equation, man. That's a little tacky, man. Fans, what's in a College Station, Texas? That's what's up. I don't know where that is. What's going on, Crossing? The word for today is that we are 2 days away from a good fight, man. I get to be a Terence Crawford fan up until Thursday. Well, and after Thursday, I'll still be a fan. But we're gonna get into this. The big mystery is: will he explicitly call for a fight with Errol Spence Jr.? Explicitly call for it. We will see. That's the only mystery in the fight to me, because I think he's going to mince his words a little bit because that's his style. And then I'll be able to make fun of then I'll be able to talk shit with some friends about it. Terrence going to smash this dude. Yeah, man. I got to watch Jose Benavidez again, though, man. I got to see him, man. He'll try to make it ugly. I know that. Oh, you are an hour away from College Station. That's what's up. Hey, Corey Brown, what's good? I'm chilling, man. Mike, he said he's doing a Mikey. I don't think he's doing a Mikey, but I'll tell you, I did hear something. KF Harris, what's going on? Emmanuel, man, what's going on, Emmanuel, man? I'm chilling. What's good with you? Talking about, I got my official name, man. I got it around to it, man. It's Talk Boxing with Fannon, because that's what I want to do. I was like, man, what should the name of this chat be? Something that, not everybody else does, but man, I want to talk boxing with you. Emmanuel, yeah. But I was listening to Young Merv said that it's hard to tell with Benavidez because I don't know about his leg, but he's gonna lose. Oh, yeah, for sure. Antonio Mendoza, what's good with you, man? Yeah, he's gonna lose. Hey, they wouldn't have made the fight if he could win. I ain't talking about Terence Crawford. I ain't talking about Errol Spence. I'm not talking about Bomac. I'm talking about Top Rank. They ain't making a fight if they don't think he can win, man. That's like mismatch central in that place. Boxing right now is about a bunch of mismatches, generally speaking. So, I guess that's nothing unusual. Because most of the fights with Top Rank are all Top Rank's mismatches. Golden Boy are mismatches. I guess Main Events has been not having as many mismatches because it's hard to make a mismatch right now with Sergey Kovalev, seeing as he's done since he's cooked. But it's a lot of mismatches going on, man. A lot of mismatches. I don't think the PBC is as prone to mismatches. Matchroom got mismatches for days, man. Crazy mismatches. Boxing and Barbecue said, listen, everybody, now Benavidez knows Benavidez is going to lose. At this point, we arguing about what round he going down. And yeah, I ain't really tripping. I know he's going to lose. I believe heavily that he's going to lose. But I just want to know whether or not he's going to put the pressure on making an Errol Spence Jr. fight. That's the most interesting thing to the fight for me. I am going to enjoy, definitely going to enjoy. Boxing and Barbecue said, will he fall on the left or right side of his face? Nah, I think he's going to get knocked out standing up. I don't think he's going to get knocked down. I think he's going to get stopped standing up. That's my feeling. Ben Ponchetti said, Canelo versus Fielding is a sad joke of a title fight. Yeah, it's not a real title. It's not a real title fight. It's not a real title fight. It's a WBA regular title. And honestly, man, it's like all these titles, I'm starting to not really. I want to see undisputed. I want to see an undisputed champion, but these titles stand in the way of knowing who the best fighter is. It's like the one mechanism in boxing that's supposed to tell you who's the best actually works to prevent you from knowing who's the best. It's amazingly inefficient. It's an amazingly inefficient system. It's a situation where individual it is designed to have multiple people take advantage of the system. I wouldn't say corrupt because it's the way it's supposed to work, the way they designed it. When you got 19 different weight classes and four different weight classes, 4 different sanctioning bodies, major sanctioning bodies, and each of those sanctioning bodies have 2 and 3 belts apiece. It's not designed for you to get any type of closure to it. It's like the system is designed to milk you because you'll be standing around arguing forever about who the best fighter is. And then you have the most readily recognized symbol of supremacy in boxing is a completely subjective determination called pound for pound. And even that changes depending on what website you're talking about. Is it BoxRec or is it BoxRec's pound for pound or ESPN's pound for pound or Ring Magazine's pound for pound? And does Ring Magazine really get to name you got a Ring Magazine belt? Oscar De La Hoya owns his own belt. Shit is crazy, man. It's completely ineffective. It's completely inefficient as far as Oh, wow. He said, Antonio Mendoza, Fannon, I just saw Khabib told the UFC to shove that $2 million down their throats. And then if they ban his buddies from the UFC, he will quit. Man. Hey, I don't know if he was smart jumping in there because I did watch that fight, man, and I didn't make any videos about it. But Conor McGregor got his ass exactly what he deserved, dog. And I don't understand how people thought Conor was going to win. He got his ass choked out, dog. He got choked out. I was laughing. I was like, dude, first round, I was like, dude's not going to win this fight, dog. He's too slow. Dude was slow. He wasn't energetic. Yeah, Pac really signed with Al Haymon, man. It is official. It has been officially announced, and that he's going to fight. I think it's Adrian Bronner in September, then Floyd Mayweather Jr. I thought Oscar lost Ring Magazine when he was on coke. Nah, he still owns it. That's why he's got his patsies up in there. He got his patsies up in there in the editorial board. Dougie Fisher, I got no respect for fucking. How can I listen to what Dougie Fisher has to say? Or if Dougie Fisher has a vote, it doesn't matter. Man, Dougie Fisher is so paid for. Man, that is, man, God dog, Uncle Ruckus ass. That's an Uncle Ruckus ass dude if I've ever seen with him, man. If I ever seen one, man. What's going on, B&B Boxing? That is 100% an Uncle Ruckus ass dude. Man, I've been paying attention to him since he wasn't quite he was like basically a beat writer for Max Boxing before he, with all that ass kissing he was doing when he was over there at Max Boxing and got a job over at Ring and left Max Boxing. Max Boxing. This shit was crazy. They're terrible. He's terrible. Dougie Fisher's terrible. Steve Kim's Fisher is terrible. Those cats are absolutely terrible. So I couldn't care less about the Ring magazine. What's going on, Akabin? Brian Olsen, Fannon, Dougie Fisher, Steve Kim going to hang themselves like after Manny Inc. with Pacquiao. Oh, they'll just turn coat. They got to come back, dog. See, because what's good in boxing is what's good in boxing. Alex Santos said, who the fuck is Dougie Fisher? Dougie Fisher, I think, is the editor-in-chief for Ring magazine. And he is this hate that he black little troll-looking dude with a ponytail and who loves this dude. I was first acquainted with him when he was talking about how Floyd Mayweather Jr. was going to get beat up by Diego Corrales. And I was like, man, what are you talking about, man? How could you possibly say that? Do you know what that? Yeah, he's black. He's kind of black. He doesn't really want to be, but he is. He doesn't want to be, but he is. And that's how you know, like when you see a black dude who's got kind of straightish hair that wears it in a ponytail, those are typically the dudes that are black, but they really don't want to be. Like they really don't want to be. They really want to be like, get the fuck out of here with a ponytail. Why they hate Spence? I don't know if they hate Spence. They were all these cats talking about how the PBC was going to go out of business, how Floyd Mayweather Jr. was going to fail, and all of that shit. It was that crew, and they never changed their mind. Yeah, it said, I got Revitalago. Exactly. He said, Dougie Fisher is racially... Man, Dougie Fisher's a no. That's what his ass is. You can't get out of that, dog. It's a cast, fella. It's a cast. You don't get to get out of that, dog. You don't get to earn your way out of it. You don't get to ponytail your way out of it. You don't even get to biracial your way out of it, dog. Okay? It is what it is, dog. That's what you be. Just like the rest of us, boy. Just like the rest of us. The only difference is be happy about it. Be happy about who you are, man. There ain't a black person in America that ain't mixed. I don't want this shit be killing me, dog. The motherfuckers be killing me. Oh, I'm biracial. There ain't no fucking such thing, dude. You are a nigga. Okay? Your ass is in that caste system. You are not European, dog. Okay? The fuck up out of here, dude. The fuck out of here, dog. Dog, my mama be killing me with it. My mother is straight. I mean, like, you see my email, Class Covidi? Oh, he said your cast logic makes absolute sense for that. It is. It's a cast. Motherfuckers be acting like that shit's some biological thing. This shit's not biological, dumbass. It's not biological. Not mixed. It's a cast. It's a cast. It's not biological. Okay? The fuck out of here, man. You talking about, because there's Africans that ain't black. How you figure that? How you figure a cat that like but Australian is? I'm black in America, but I'm not black in South Africa. How does that shit work, dude? Like, it's just get out of here, man. It's come on. Said I'm Indian and African, dog. Man, who knows, dude? Look, I be killing it, man, because it's like, you ever take those genealogy tests, man? Like that motherfucking Dougie Fisher's one of them cats to be up there. I'm getting my genealogy done. I can't wait for somebody to tell me I'm 64%. I'm 64% European. Yes, I'm 30, and that is 32% Irish and 16% Eastern Mediterranean. Man, suck a dick up till you hiccup, dog. That should be killing me, dude. When you gonna get your stuff done? Man, I ain't getting my stuff done, dog. I'm 100% Chicago. How's that? God, my face. How can you be a different race than your own mother? I mean, this shit doesn't make any sense. Anyway, bro, I'm done with AJ fans. Just had one tell me 50 million wasn't real. AJ gate prices will go up 10 times. AJ Wilder gate prices will go up 10 times in that fight. I can't fight. Dude, these cats be making shit up, dog. Seriously, man, don't listen to these dudes. I had a cat that told me this shit in a straight sentence, Chevin body. Dog, this cat said, you're a fucking idiot. He said, you're a fucking idiot. A side isn't about the numbers. How many people did Deontay Wilder ever fill a venue? I was like, hold on, man. I had to read it twice. Dude said it's A side's not about the money. It's not about numbers, dummy. How many has Deontay Wilder ever filled a venue? I was like, dude, why would you care if somebody filled the venue if it wasn't to count the number of people that were in there? And what do you care about how many people are in there if you're not counting how much money they paid? But it ain't about the numbers. It ain't about the dog. They're gonna be sick when an American heavyweight pops out the top, dog. I'm telling you, they want to keep it. It's dude, just be in the UK. Just enjoy the UK, man. That's where I am with it. Just enjoy the UK, man. Enjoy it. Okay, enjoy it. All right. I remember when I was having conversations about Arturo Gatti being able to beat Mayweather. It seemed like yesterday, dog. He said, facts, if I get pulled over, I'm black, dog. Come on, man. Question is, do they think you are? Is the question. He said, Chinchek said, I'm Panamanian and Jamaican. If the cops pull me over, I'm black. Yeah, you don't, dog. See, that's why I'm going to do my channel, dog. I'm going to do my Venmo, not do my Venmo. I'm going to do my Patreon channel around these type of subjects because I have a very solid opinion on this that I don't like to share. He said, I'll be kind of forever. Yeah, I know. St. Cruz, and I know that I think you got one of your parents is of the European persuasion. And so I feel like, man, look, I don't mean to insult anybody about the way that they believe, what they believe. I'm just telling you this how I was raised and what makes sense to me. What makes sense to me is like if you looked at my wife, you would not, most people, like you wouldn't know what she is. But both her parents are black. All of her grandparents were black. All of her great-grandparents were black. But you wouldn't know that you wouldn't look at her and be like, oh, okay, yeah, she's a black girl. You wouldn't necessarily know it, right? You'd know it if she talked to you and by the things she chooses to do, but you wouldn't know it looking at her. But there's nobody in her family for 3-4 generations back that look like they're black because they're Creoles, right? If you guys are familiar with New Orleans, it's a Creole family, right? So they don't look that way. They just don't look that way, but they're black. And I'm like, it's not a biological thing, man. It's just not a biological thing. You are who your father is. I mean, dog, it depends on where you are. It's like are Italians white? Now we say Italians are white. Italians weren't white 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Irish people weren't white. There were no white people actually before it's like 1671. You say St. Cruz and Creoles are very beautiful, lucky lady. Oh yeah, I'm addicted, dog. That and super black chicks. My wife is high yellow French man from Louisiana. Yeah, man. What you are, what your mother is. Man, my mother's last name is Plaskaskovidi. I am not Greek. Okay? Shit, I am not Greek. Italians or Negro with straight hair. Yeah. Yeah, man. But anyway, that's who Dougie Fisher is, man. I don't want to get off into that shit for too long. And Tony Mendoza says, shout out to my Creole brothers. Yeah, exactly, Doc. You are who you are, man. You are who you are. And I like myself, dude. I'm cool with it. Dougie Fisher ain't cool with it, dog. That's why Dougie Fisher always be trying to, you know, they try to play it down the middle. Even these buffoons. What's going on, Gary Misso? I was listening to Trill. I got dog out. I missed Trill Boxing Talk again this morning because I was working. Subscribe to Black Fight Fan TV. Check out Trill Boxing Talk. For now, we got same taste in ladies. Yeah, man, I like extremes, dog. I've always liked extremes. He said, I have a true Creole woman from Haiti. Damn, she got her speaking the French, huh? Hey, Fannon. Oh, no. In America, you're your mother. LT Green, just so you know, you're your mother. In America, it was by your mother. Because what happened is when them cats would be raping women, when rape was allowed, when free-willing rape was allowed in the United States, you couldn't have the offspring of the father be free, right? Because that would mean all those babies that got raped, all those babies that were born from rape would have been white, would have been citizens. So they didn't allow that. They changed it to the mother. So that way you'd have to be give birth by the mother. See how ridiculous this is? I mean, like, it's like you could have a white brother and a sister have babies by a black brother and sister, but the offspring of the mother of the black man and the white woman is a white, but the offspring of the white male and the black woman was black. This shit is fucking stupid. The whole damn thing is stupid. I believe you get your race from your mother because you developed her. You don't get your race, and all you get is a fucking label. You get your race from the Census Bureau. Shit, that's where you get your race from. You get your race from the government. When your ass is born, boop, they sign you one, dog. And I like my crew. That's the way I think about it. That's where I was assigned. And I'm down with the people that I was assigned to be with. You know what I mean? We're all in the same cell block, baby. That's the way I view it. This shit is stupid. Yeah, we're all human, man. It's exactly. And then see, even that shit was based on the concept that we weren't all human, right? Like the bones, like trust me, dude. It's still legal. Al Santa said these elite are always messing with the system. Dog, it's elite people. It is what it is, man. Shout out to that. What's going on, Gary Messo? Yeah, man. Shout out to where's the hurricane in Florida, man? I stay away from the news, man. Yeah, the whole thing's stupid, man. Just on the real, this shit is ridiculous. If you just think about what they're saying to you, it's shit stupid. You get your bloodline from your father. I like my women. I like Serena. I'm Honduras. Serena ain't quite black enough. Serena need a little by like 2 more shades on top of that to polish that off perfect. Fans for sec, race is a stick conversation. Yeah, it's tough, man. No, census is not. Yeah, it's about the number of what you are too. They ask who you are, what your cell block is. Yeah, I'm with you, fan perspective. It's all good, man. You know who people are. Dougie, I can't believe I can't be getting any more on this Dougie Fisher shit. Dougie Fisher's, I don't care what he looked like. He's just an idiot. That's what he's just an idiot. That's all I'm saying. Dude is an idiot, man. It's headed towards Georgia. Okay, so it's north of it. Wordplay, I'm sure you meant woman. Oh, not me. I'm sorry. Know what that is. Anyway, man, so let's get back to this conversation, man. What's the chances anybody got Terence Crawford losing? That's the bad thing about boxing, dog. When is the last fight that you didn't know who was going to win? Let's put it that way. Gary missed so much love in the super chat. When was the last fight that you saw that you didn't know who was going to win ahead of time? He said, no, damn, man, a few more shades and that's camo mode. Could have been. Hey, dog, I'm trying to tell you, a couple more shades on Serena. Bud smokes that dude, yeah. Wilder Ortiz, yeah. Porter Garcia, I didn't know who was going to win that. Said, "Oh wow, Fannon, I love the darkness of booze." Yeah, man, they're perfect skin, man. They're like damn, they're perfect. How can you not like that shit? Their shit is like perfect. Spence Crawford is a general against Arrow. Hell yeah, I do. Oh, you don't know who's gonna win against Arrow? And yeah, he does look slow compared to him. What it do, Dada? What's going on, Philip Redden? Yeah, it's few and far between. Like, yeah, Wilder Ortiz, I didn't know. I didn't know who's gonna win Wilder Ortiz. I didn't know who was gonna win Sean Porter and Danny Garcia. And that's about it, dog. I guess before that, I didn't. Yeah, I pretty much knew who was gonna. I didn't know for sure who was gonna win with Errol Spence and Kell Brook, but I was leaning heavily, dude. Oh, Badu Jack versus Stevenson. Yep, that was one. Yeah, that was one. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's how terrible it is, man. When you got to think that hard, about when the last time you saw a competitive fight was. That tells you what the fucking problem is in boxing, dog. What Islandy Lara and Jared Hurd, that was one I didn't know. Bracy one, what's good, my man? Suave House Box, they didn't get the notification. Yeah, man. It's gonna be tough because I go after like 5 other live streams. So if you attended another live stream, you're probably not gonna get my notification. It's just funny how you just don't know how don't know how this shit's working, man. K Black in the building. What's good? Chevin Body. If I sell 10 Ferraris and you sell 100 Hondas, which one of us gets the more commission? Like AJ fans argue, no math. No one cares about 100 Hondas. Hey, dog, that ain't no. They don't care. They don't care about. They just want AJ to be the best. You know what I mean? They just want AJ to be the best. And if you tell somebody something and it's obviously even when they admit that they're wrong, they go off and still keep arguing. They want to be. A lot of people just want to be right about their argument. What's going on, Benjamin Nelson? He said Benavidez is just talking ish and popping off to be recognized to get a fight with a real name. Crawford taxes that ass for 6 or less. Oh, yeah, I will see what happens. Billy Joe Saunders versus David Lemieux. Nah, I knew it was gonna happen with David Lemieux and Billy Joe Saunders. I guess I didn't know what was gonna happen with Callum Smith and George Groves. I was leaning heavily towards Callum Smith. I had predicted him. I had him winning the tournament. You see Frank Horn blame Hearn for Billy not fighting Andrade. Nah, I didn't. They could have had that shit in the UK where they allow all that dumb shit to pop off. If you in England, my man Akabin said, if you're in England, you get a lot of fights where you don't know the outcome. Yeah, that's true. Those type of shits. Yeah, that they do got an advantage on that, man. Chevin Body, much love in the super chat. He said, I sell 10 Ferraris and you sell 100 Hondas. Which one of us gets the highest commission? I ask AJ fans and they argue against math. Dog, this shit is fucking, they're just fucking out of their minds. Excuse me. I'm cussing a lot today. Yeah, dog. Oh, Jacobs versus Deverenchenko. We don't know the outcome of that. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. That's going to be good. I got Jacobs, though. I got Jacobs beating Deverenchenko. Benjamin Nelson said, I'm still waiting on my wrench, brother. Hey, man, here you go. There you go, man. Wrenched up. There you go. Please do not abuse. Don't abuse the privilege unless it's kicking somebody out that deserves it. The rules with the wrench are disrespect. You can always throw somebody out. You can always time them out. I don't care. Because all UK fighters are even B fighters. Yeah. But you don't get hold on. When was the last time? How many times did you get a fight? Well, I guess the last time I didn't know, Matchroom Boxing had a card where I didn't know. I didn't necessarily know who was going to win between Joseph Parker and Dillian White or Carl Stakam and Derek Chisora. Only problem was I didn't care. Only problem was I didn't care. Had Billy Joe not juice, he would have had Billy Joe's gonna wind up keeping his belt because he juiced. Had Billy Joe not juiced, he could have had a fight with an unknown outcome. Nah, I don't think that. I think he's gonna lose that, dude. I'm gonna tell you, man. I think he's gonna lose that. I think Billy Joe got saved by the bell. Did Billy Joe get stripped yet? Uh, yeah, they trying to care. Oh, they trying to care is the problem. I'm not sure what that is. Benavidez, I think the second. I got lost in the chat, man. Forgive me. Old man boxing. What's good on old man boxing? Yeah, man. Oh yeah, don't hit the like button, man. We'll eventually get up to 200 people in the chat. I'm telling you, my notifications are whack, but it's all good, man. I like talking to boxing. Nephew Charming Chunky. Dang, Jose is fighting the best to set him up for better fights in the future. He knows he's going to lose, but he knows he can sell fights, so he's kind of smart. Yeah, I mean, he got to take the shot. He got to take the shot. He gets the championship shot. He got to take that shot. I think he thinks he can win. He ain't lost yet. He hasn't lost yet. You know, if he hasn't lost, I don't see, and he believes in himself. I think that he might I think that he might be okay with it. I think he might be okay with thinking he got a chance to win. I'm sorry, I was reading something, man. Patrick Pinashai said, Fannon, what's up? Checking in from Mexico. What's going on out there in Mexico? What's good, man? Hey, slap Mauricio Suleiman on the neck, dog, for me while you're there. Chevin Body, are you getting my super chats? You prefer Venmo? I seem to have an issue, man. Venmo is cool. I always prefer Venmo. Hell yeah. Definitely prefer Venmo. But it's all good, man. But I read your super chat. Let me go back. I definitely got it. I see it. Let me see this last. Gary Misso. Yeah, I got Gary Misso on that. Is there one that I missed? Okay, I see this one. Okay, General Long, man. Much love in the super chat. He said Bud made two fishy choices, giving up his IBF 140-pound title for not going for the IBF 147 IBF and re-signing with Arum. Each pushed away to Spence fight. Yeah, man. It's this Terence Crawford Errol Spence conversation is a tough one to have, man, because I do believe that I think that Terence Crawford is letting people make that he's working with his team and he trusts the people in his team to guide him in the right direction. He's got 5 title shots. He's become a multi-millionaire listening to these guys. So, he's doing his thing, and he immediately got an IBF, a shot at the WBO title. He probably knew he was going to get the shot at the WBO title. I knew he was going to get a shot at the WBO title. Everybody in Top Rank get a shot at the WBO titles because that's whatever Bob orders organization. So, but we'll see if he really acts like he wants his fight after this fight. There's a lot of people guaranteeing me and promising me that he's going to call him out. And, I'll see. I don't doubt that he will, but I will believe it when I see it. Because I do believe that he is, like, he had an opportunity to say he wanted to fight Errol Spence Jr. next when he was interviewed by First Take, and they asked him about it. And he kind of stepped away. He didn't step away from it, but he said, yeah, that would be a good fight. But I'm focused on this fight right now against Jose Benavidez. That's my only thought about it. You know what I mean? Randall really said, I don't even look for notifications anymore. I just go off your consistency. Hey, man, I appreciate that, Randall Ridley. Yeah, man, I'm here. Hey, Monday through Friday. Actually, Monday through Saturdays. Most time I'll do a Saturday. Fan Perspective said IBF per rule states the IBF champion automatically becomes the mandatory if said champion moves up. Damn, he could have, huh? But no, he didn't. He get rid of that shit. He dropped that IBF belt. Yeah, that's your point. That he dropped that IBF belt. Yeah, but he's following his advisors. He's gonna do what his advisors, unless I guess he's they ask him to, fight for free. He's going to do what his advisors advise him. And it is what it is. I ain't hating on the dude because of that. Antonio Mendoza said Pac destroys Adrian Bronner. I don't know, dog. I don't know. Do I think Bronner can beat Pacquiao? Yeah, I do. I think he can. I don't know if he will, but I think he can. Yeah, I think he's got the ability to. Like, if you ask me if he could have beat Lucas Matisse, yeah, I think he beats Lucas Matisse. But it's going to be, they're both over-the-hill fighters, Leon Kerr said Spence ain't ready for Crawford, dog. Let me tell you, if there's anybody that's not ready for the other dude, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. I don't think Crawford's ready for Spence. That's my opinion. I think that he and his team want him to have more fights at 147 pounds to get acclimated to that weight class. Maybe they'll put him in there with somebody that can really hit first, because dog, that's a big boy, man. I was listening to yeah, I disagree. A lot of people disagree, man, with me. That's cool. It's all love. I can see why you disagree. I can see your point. My thing is, look, there's a dude who got in Mayweather's gym. I forget who he was. And he was like, look, man, I take Terence Crawford over everybody at 147 pounds, with the exception of Errol Spence. I think it would be a mistake for Terence Crawford to fight Errol Spence right now, because you're talking about a different type of fighter. I mean, Errol Spence is the type of dude Errol Spence is going to demolish Sean Porter. Now, he ain't just going to beat Sean Porter. He's going to demolish Sean Porter. He's not just going to beat Danny Garcia. He's going to demolish Keith Thurman. Demolish Danny Garcia. More than likely, if he wins a fight, he's going to demolish the dude. So I just don't see. I think Terence Crawford, man, I'll just say, like I've said it before, Terence Crawford has to be everything that you think he is and more, not to get hurt. And if he is not what you think he is, man, that's a lot of trouble. If Errol Spence Jr. is what I think he is, Terence Crawford could be in a lot of trouble. There's a possibility that Terence Crawford can win that fight, but there's also a possibility that Terence Crawford can get hurt in that fight, which is why, I kind of consider it somewhat like that, somewhat different styles, definitely, to like a Tyson, like a Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua type of thing, where you got people who would say, Anthony Joshua's the better fighter, right? But the problem is you're getting in there against somebody that's really trying to wreck you. You know what I mean? You're not in there against somebody trying to outbox you. You're in there against somebody that's trying to wreck you, somebody that has the ability to ruin you, physically ruin you. And I just don't know if Terence Crawford is going to have what it takes to overcome that type of pressure. That type of, has he fought? How does he do against, the style of fight that Terence Crawford has? If I wanted to design somebody to beat that style, it would be Errol Spence. It would be somebody that cuts off the ring, somebody that goes to the body, somebody that's bigger than him, that's stronger than him, that's extremely active, right? That's what you do if you want to beat a guy that's a boxer. That's the type of fighter that causes boxers problems. Somebody that can cut off their ring, they can cut the ring off. Somebody that somebody's very, very, very busy. Somebody that is bigger than them, somebody that's stronger than them, and somebody that goes to their body. That is and primarily goes to the body, not just occasionally goes to the body. Somebody that is out there to wear you down, hurt you, and stop you. If Errol Spence has any ability whatsoever to go to this dude's body in the first 4 or 5 rounds, dude, Terence Crawford's not going to get out of that fight. If Errol Spence is able to wear him down, it's not like Terence Crawford can exchange with him. And you got to wonder whether or not Terence Crawford has the power to do anything that's going to dissuade him from walking through him, So it's like, it's like that Rocky 2, Rocky 3 movie where it's like, what's your prediction for the fight? And Clubber Lang is like pain. You know what I'm saying? Pain. That's the type of dude that guy is. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's like he's not a slick counter puncher. You know what I mean? So it's not like a Jeff Horn, a guy that's counter punching you. I mean, though Terence Aerosmith does counter punch you, he doesn't have a lot of flaws. So it's not like people like he's got that, high guard defense and, he's flat footed, but he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's not like, shit. And Terence Crawford likes to exchange. So that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, I don't know. And he's a southpaw. I mean, one of the reasons why these dudes ain't fighting him because he's a fucking southpaw. I mean, I think the main reason that Keith Thurman is ducking him, Danny Garcia ducked him, and Sean Porter don't want to be on the same side of the country as him is because he's a fucking southpaw doing that shit. I mean, that's ugly, dude. That shit is a power punching, pressure, high active southpaw that cuts off the ring. Man, that's a lot to deal with, man. I'm telling you, that's a lot to deal with. And I'm telling you, man, it's just kind of like, it's like that. It's like what AJ fans say about Deontay Wilder. I mean, I could agree with Kat saying that Anthony Joshua has a chance to win the fight. I mean, Anthony Joshua was a big old boy and it's a heavyweight division. The dude can knock you out. The dude could hurt you. You know what I mean? He can hurt you. I heard you say could. Ashikon could. He said, yeah, Aerosmith's left hand is crazy. I mean, like, dude, that's what Manny Pacquiao's causing people problems with. The fact that Manny Pacquiao's a southpaw, a very, very active, fast, active, hard punching southpaw. Dude, that shit is tough, man. You know what I mean? And Bud ain't no southpaw. People, I mean, he fights in the southpaw stance, but dog, hey man, that's trouble, dog. I'm trying to tell you, that's trouble. He said AJ has no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But look, people say like he's a better boxer. He's a better all-around boxer. And AJ and Deontay Wilder throws those wild punches. He's still going to have to get away from those wild punches for 12 rounds, man. I'm just telling you, dog. It's just, hey, man. That's a mean motherfucker, dude. Excuse my language. Somebody said Manny Pacquiao's style is completely different, though. But he's a southpaw. Dude, Manny Pacquiao would be easier for people to handle if he was orthodox because you're used to you're there when somebody's doing something from the opposite side. All of your instincts, you have to separate yourself from your instincts because most right-handed fighters are used to dealing with right-handed fighters. Most southpaws are used to dealing with right-handed fighters. It throws people off. The angles of punches are opposite. Everything's opposite. And then you're dealing with somebody that is really at a very, very, who's very good at a southpaw that's very good, that's very active, which means that shit's coming fast. It's coming convinced. I mean, it keeps coming. And the one or two times that you might go with your natural instinct, you move the wrong way, right? Like, I got to move away from this dude's left, right? You're used to moving away from a guy's right. If you move away from a guy, if you do that natural instinct to move away from a guy's right, you're moving to his left. So if you're under pressure, you get tired, your body's getting sore, and then all of a sudden you move away from his right into his left, boom. You know what I mean? It's same thing with tennis. Like tennis is tough like that too. Basketball's tough like that too. People who are used to defending like guys that are right-handed have a hard time when they jump in there against somebody that is left-handed. Because now the jump shot's coming from the opposite side. They're taking you off the dribble to the opposite side. If you got somebody in tennis that's left-handed, the serve is coming from a different angle. Their strong side is on the opposite side. You're going from your strength, your weakness to their strength. It ain't easy, dude. You know what I mean? It ain't easy. That's all I'm saying. It's all opinion until they fight. Spence 45, 47 favorite, tough to fight. Yeah, it is definitely. Bud is ambidextrous though. Bud's not a true ambidextrous. He fights in the southpaw stance. Being a true ambidextrous person is rare, where you can literally have equal function on both sides. But he fights for the most part in the southpaw stance. Old man Bison said, "I'm a southpaw. I must admit it threw off most of the people that I fought." Yeah, man, it is. How do you know Crawford's ambidextrous? Have you talked to him? I know he's not ambidextrous. He's right-handed, but he got hurt. The reason he fights in the southpaw stance is because he broke his right hand. He broke his right hand, and he didn't want to stop boxing, so all he did was train with his left. And so after he trained with his left, it became more natural for him to do things with his left, you know? But still, your body, in his mind, he's still a righty. He's still, unless he actually writes and eats with his left hand, you know? But anyway, man, Duke can fight, dog. Oh, Eltier said, not you, the other dude. That's cool. Crawford ain't all that. He just been fighting C and B class fighters. Dude can fight, man. I ain't going to try to say anything bad about Terence Crawford. That boy can fight. That dude can fight. That dude can fight all. Bud has brilliant punch selection and counter punching. Right. Counter. This guy. Yes. But Brooks chocolate brownies. Yeah, I want to see the fight, man. But honestly, I think they're going to. It's the biggest. Can you hear me? All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Man. All right. There you go. All right, cool. Got you. Sorry about that, man. That went a little crazy. I keep moving my hands around on this thing. Quiet made Maddie McCain's bedroom. What's that? Got that dial up? No, I don't got the dial up. I just need to get a new cord for this microphone, man. Because every time I move the mic, it starts doing that shit. Put names behind fan dot. You are no smarter than the next fan. Yes, sir. I'm not sure what that is. Cool. Crawford keep fighting with my man. We keep it real boxing. Crawford keep fighting bums. His best opponent was Gamboa like 5+ years ago. No, hey for not. Nah, I mean, I think dude can fight, man. I take Crawford over everybody. I think it might be tougher with Keith Thurman if he gets back, but I'll take him over all those welterweights, man. But I think Spence beats all those dudes. And they don't want to get knocked out. And they're bitches for it. Man, be a man and step up and take the fight, man. And stop making excuses for him. God dog. Boxing and asking for Errol Spence to go do something different. It's like Errol's right about now. Errol Spence is the only cat that I'm hearing people hold responsible for being ducked. Like, he's being ducked, so he needs to do something different. I don't agree with that, man. YC Rockman said, can Bud take Errol Spence Jr.'s power, though? Hopefully we get a chance to see if he can or not. But I'm saying, man, come on, man. I'm not making any excuses for Keith Thurman. I mean, Keith Thurman's got an injury. Sean Porter has no excuse, dude. None. Okay? None. And you know what? It's like the buck stops there. There could be a whole bunch of reasons behind, like Mauricio Suleiman doesn't want to fight. My manager doesn't want to fight. My physio doesn't want to fight. There's another guy saying that they will pay me more money if they fought me instead of fighting him. Mauricio Suleiman's taking some shit up underneath the table. Dude, you can still fight. And here's the thing with Sean Porter for me, and I'm going to keep reporting this. Sean Porter turned down the fight with Errol Spence before he had a belt. Sean Porter didn't just start ducking Errol Spence. This is a continued duck. Sean Porter could have fought for the IBF title against Errol Spence Jr. And I do not buy what his dad says about he's not ranked with the IBF. The IBF did us wrong. No, dude. You don't want to fight Errol Spence Jr., man. Okay? You are a former champion. You could get that fight. You were ducking Danny Garcia ducked Errol Spence Jr. when Errol Spence Jr. had a belt. Sean Porter ducked him when he had a belt. So why in the world would I give this cat credit for ducking him with a belt when he was ducking him without a belt? He didn't want the fight then. He don't want the fight because he don't think he can win. Let's just use common sense and not have to go to, secret sauce about it. I think Bud too small doesn't hit hard enough. What's going on, Justin Marshall, man? Much love in Super Chat, man. Say his name, it happens, dog. Come on, man. And Kel would lose to Bud. I don't think he can fight at 154 pounds, man. But God, dog. Kell Brook I was saying Kell Brook needs to retire, but nah, he needs to fight this Amir Khan. Amir Khan trying to drain him, dog. Yeah, he's ruined, but he ain't that ruined. That dude's gonna beat Glass Jaw. Glass eye sockets versus glass jaw, dog. Glass eye socket wins. Yo, Fannon, sense ain't common no more. Hell no, it's not. Obviously, it's not. This dude been ducking for this dude. He's the former IBF champion. He's the former IBF champion. Errol Spence has the belt that dude happened. How can you say that you can't get a fight against a guy that used to hold the IBF belt? I should go to. He used to hold the IBF belt. You tell me the IBF wouldn't sanction a fight between Errol Spence Jr. and a former IBF champion? God, dog, man. But Errol Spence needs to go do something else. Like, oh, Errol, you need to go fight at 154 pounds. What happens when they won't fight him at 154 pounds? It's like people justifying blackballing. Yeah, Porter, exactly. Porter's a disgrace. There's no getting off that. You Errol admin hating? What? What are you talking about, Errol admin hating? Tarn, I don't know what you're talking about. Matt Wade, much love in the super chat, man. Let me try to go metal eye sockets. Yeah. Randall really said he offered Sean and Danny a chance at the belt at the same damn time. At the same time. These cats were ducking them beforehand. And by the way, please note that Terence Crawford, who's a great fighter and who I support, did say that the reason that it was easy that he could make the Benavidez fight is because they had the same promoter. Let's not pass that in that interview. He mentioned that as a reason why a fight versus Jose Benavidez could happen. It was easy to make because they both have the same promoter. Just want to put a little quote in there for future conversations about Errol Spence saying that people are on the other side of the street. The titanium eye, dog. Man, this is such a shame, man. Like, it's tough. Like, I would have hated to been around, like, had a channel during the time when Sugar Ray Leonard was fighting Thomas Hearns. I would have had a real hard time with that, dog. You know, because I would like both fighters. You know, it's so much easier when you don't like a fighter. Like, it's easier to have conversations about Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev. Because Sergey Kovalev was a prick. And it was just real easy to dislike Sergey Kovalev because Sergey Kovalev did things that it made it like made me want to see the dude lose. But when you're dealing with Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford, it's like a win-win, lose-lose type of situations, man. It's a win-win, lose-lose type of situation. What's going on, Shine the Icon? He said, I'm at work listening to you speak the truth. Hey, man, I'm speaking the best I can, dog. Oh, I do respect Glass Eyeball. I do. He be wanting to do it. And he would take a fight with Errol Spence again after the dude got busted up. But you trying to tell me, listen to this. You telling me that Sean Porter want to get in the ring with Errol Spence after Errol Spence beat the shit out of the dude who whooped him easily? Come on, man. That fight was not in doubt at all between Kell Brook and Sean Porter. Sean Porter lost that fight with Keith Thurman. With Kell Brook, easy. I mean, there was the best I can recall a fight. There wasn't nothing to it. That wasn't a close fight. There wasn't no doubt in my mind who won that fight. But Errol Spence Jr. beats the shit out of him, and now, Sean Porter ain't ducking? Is it just coincidental that the dude that beat the brakes off you, the guy that beat the brakes off you, you don't want to fight? I say Clubber Lane wanted zero smoke with Apollo, though. Man, Clubber Lane wanted that smoke, dog. You see Apollo Creed didn't give him a shot. He was taking them fights with Rocky. He took them Rocky fights. You know that Clubber was in there. You know Clubber was out there doing his thing. He saw Clubber coming. He was like, oh, shit, I got to do this. Apollo didn't want that smoke from Clubber Lang, dog. Because God, dog, if Rocky gave him problems, he was already done. He was cooked at that point in time. Fannon, how do I think Bud would do with Brook? Think it'd be a good fight, man. I would think it would be probably unanimous decision for Bud. I think it would go the distance. Yeah, but it'd be a good fight. We'll see. I'm telling. Hey man, somebody remind me, did Terence Crawford knock down? He did knock down Crawford, right? Man, he couldn't miss Crawford. He couldn't miss Jeff Horn. That was dog. Andrew Tucker, Fannon. If Sean take the fight and rough up Spence, Wild Man Porter, nah, dog. That's not gonna work, dog. That shit's not gonna work, man. That shit is not gonna work. That body is gonna get tanked. He's not strong. Look, do you see how much smaller he was? Not just smaller like in height, but smaller in like size. I think that he don't want that fight because he knows he's gonna get stopped, dog. Hey man, KQKC Boxing in the building. What's good, man? You know what? Let me get my man KQKC. Let me add that moderator. Hey man, check out my man KQKC, man. He's puts in that work, man. I love these dudes that do these videos, man. It's tough to do these videos. Yeah, but let me know. Did he knock him down? I think he knocked down Horn once, right? Bud been saying that and actively talking shit on Twitter. What other boxers are doing that? Dollar X. Jamal, call Al is not saying I want the fight. Stop it. No, it's not the same as saying he wants to fight. It's not. But I think that your boy was saying it. He's pretty direct with what he was saying. I want to beat up Sean Porter. I want Sean Porter. And see, that's the thing about even that call out, man. It still just kind of hits me funny, dude, because Errol Spence was calling out Sean Porter when people wanted him to call out Terence Crawford. How many people are you going to call out at the same time, at the same press conference, when people were, which one do you want? If you're serious about it, you know what I mean? If my mind is wanting to fight one guy and I'm there, I show up, I know what I'm doing, I'm trying to fight this dude, I'm at a press conference calling this dude out, and then somebody asks me a question about another fighter, I'm not going to say, yeah, I want to fight him, man. I want to fight him. Yeah, let's fight. I want him next. Well, which one do you want next, Errol? Do you want Sean Porter next, or do you want Errol Spence Jr. next? Which one is it? You know what I mean? It's just, anyway, that was kind of the issue I had with that. Like, he's calling out somebody. He's calling out one champion. He's in the ring trying to make it happen. LT Green says, if they're so confident Terence Bud Crawford, they should have thought Errol Spence straight out the gate like Pretty Boy Floyd used to do. Yeah, but see, he can't make that fight. He can't make the fight. Bob Arum doesn't want that fight. Bob Arum said that fight is something that happens with pay-per-view. They're not going to put Bud in a situation, if he's going to be the banner behind the headline fighter for ESPN, they're not going to put him in there with somebody that they don't know he can beat. You've never heard Spence say, I want Bud, never said that. Dude, he said that he wants to fight Sean Porter. And that he wants to fight. And then after he beats Sean Porter and he beats Keith Thurman, then he wants to go after Terence Crawford. That's what he said. He's trying to unify the WBC and the WBA. That's what he said. That's what he said. So if you're telling me that I never heard he say that he wants to fight him, that's not true. He said that he wants to fight him, or he would fight him. He said he would fight him, but he's not trying to fight him next. And that's the beef about it. Shouldn't he be trying to say he wants it next? Right? And I'm saying you can only want one fighter next. You know what I mean? You can have a backup plan, but you can only want to fight one fighter next. You don't get to fight 4 fighters at the same time. You want to fight one fighter next. Terence Crawford is saying the same thing. He's saying, I'm fighting Jose Benavidez next. After that, I'll see who I fight next. Bomac is saying, look, we want one of the champions. One of the champions is either Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, or Errol Spence. They're both. And I don't really even have necessarily an issue. I don't have an issue with either one of those guys doing what they're talking about, saying what they're saying. Because as long as they're trying to fight another champion and they're trying to do a unification fight, if they both unified in their next fight, they would have no choice but to fight each other or fight a mandatory. But right now, there's 4 champions in the division. It's a great conversation to say who would win between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. But the fact of the matter is that the winner of Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence should have to then fight Sean Porter or fight Keith Thurman. At the end of it, for me, it's who's going to win all the belts. Is there going to be a unified champion? And right now, I doubt that there's going to be a unified champion. But I don't have any issue with if Terence Crawford said, I want to fight Keith Thurman next. I'll be like, okay. I wouldn't say he's ducking Errol Spence Jr. because he wants to fight the WBA champion. I mean, I don't think that would be right because he's trying to unify. What's going on, Gregory Wyatt? What's going on with you, my man? I think that would be a good thing to do. I wouldn't discourage it, and I wouldn't say he's ducking because he didn't unify. Like, I'm not saying that Mikey Garcia ducked Lomachenko because he fought Robert Easter Jr. Robert Easter Jr. was the IBF champion. He's the WBC champion. He could have made that fight, or he could have made the Jose Pedraza fight, or he could have made the Lomachenko fight. The point comes, like in the heavyweight division, the problem becomes when you only have 2 champions and one champion is not trying to fight the other champion. You know what I mean? Like, Anthony Joshua is only one champion or he's a title holder. He's one title holder. He just happens to be holding 3 titles. Deontay Wilder is one title holder. Those are two. They're the only title holders in that division. And if they fought, we would have a champion. But I didn't have any problem with Anthony Joshua fighting Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker was a WBC title holder. So that cleared up the picture. The problem with Anthony Joshua popped up when Anthony Joshua wouldn't unify, when he wouldn't fight the WBC champion, when he had the chance to, by saying that he needs to be realistic about how much money he's asking for, and he hasn't done enough to deserve a fight. What has he done to deserve a fight with me? And, blah, blah, blah. That crap. That's when you start shitting on somebody. But I'm not going to start shitting on Errol Spence because he wants to unify with Sean Porter. I'm only going to shit on Sean Porter because Sean Porter doesn't want to unify with Errol Spence. Anyway, man, that's the way I take it. Jamal calls out Canelo, but he needs to push harder. Not that it would help, though. No point. We should be mad at Porter and Thurman, but we upset with Bud and Spence, the two guys willing to fight anybody. And both fan bases saying the other guy's ducking. I refuse to believe that. I agree 100%. Hold on, make sure I read that again. Make sure I agree. We should be mad with Porter and Thurman, but we upset with Bud and Spence, the two guys willing to fight anybody. And both fan bases saying the other guy's ducking. Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't. If what you're saying is you don't believe that Porter is that Terence Crawford is ducking, I don't believe that Terence Crawford is ducking Errol Spence. I don't. I don't think Errol Spence is ducking. Keith. Is ducking. I don't believe Errol Spence is ducking Crawford because he wants to fight Thurman, and I definitely don't. And I don't believe that Bud is ducking Spence yet. What happens after this fight? If Bud does not push for a unification fight, then I'll be like, look, man, Bud's not trying to unify with another champion. You know what I mean? But the thing that I'm saying again is if he's like, if Bud says that he wants to fight Thurman, I don't think he's ducking Spence if he wants to fight Thurman. I don't think he's ducking Spence if he wants to fight Porter. Because at the end of the day, all these guys are title holders. I mean, we can all talk about who we think would win the fight, but they're all title holders. And there's nothing wrong with a one title fighter fighting a title holder fighting another title holder. But Sean Porter is a biatch because he didn't want to fight a champion when he wasn't even a title. Oh, hello. Yeah, my sign went out real quick, man, because I popped a gasket. I'm back. I should be back by now, right? I'm back by now. Hello? Hello. All right. Yeah, I keep on moving that shit. Yeah, I keep moving this thing. I get excited, man. But seriously, man, I got no time for Sean Porter. Sean Porter gets nothing but, and you don't. And here's the thing, man. How easy would it be? How easy would it be if you just want to like put some bullshit out there in the media to put some bullshit out there about some reason why the fight, why not? I'm not supposed to blame you. You know, I watched The Godfather the other day, man. The Godfather 2. When is Barbershop Conversation going to speak out on the Sean Porter Errol Spence situation because the Porters used him? I don't know, man. Damn, now I'm done. Missed the show. Most of the show. What's good, man? Y'all got to be able to hear me now, man. My shit is not fucking up anymore. Yeah, man, look. Here's my thing. I got a respect for barbershop conversations. I ain't tripping on barbershop. I'm not tripping out on barbershop conversations. He does a very good job at what he does. And he is a media guy. That's cool. He's going to report the news. He's going to do what he does. I'm telling you what I think. I don't want to. It is too easy to manipulate somebody by giving them access. That's the same thing that promoters do. It's too easy to have that happen. Now, Fred can believe everything Fred want to believe. And Fred ain't the only one. Actually, Fred ain't the only one. All right? Fred ain't the only one doing this. Antonio Mendoza said, I'll throw a little something down for the new mic, brother. By the way, where you at, Dillian White? Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm a panhandle for a new mic. Oh, I heard that dumb shit. Man, did you hear this dude complaining about cats in the LDBC getting live streams? Somebody said it in the Smoke City Mobcast. Man, if you know you a hater when you can come up with a reason why cats complain about cats getting super chats. You know you hating, boy. You know you hating. You know you hating. Tony, but yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. I got to get a new mic. Yeah, for sure. Because this shit is like loose or something, man. Oh, Spence versus Crawford after this next one. I certainly hope so. Retro boxing documentary. I certainly hope so. But we'll see. But look, this is what I was saying about these cats. Here's the thing, man. Why I don't have any issue with cats getting interviews from fighters, doing the media thing, right? Because you're a medium, right? You're in the middle. You're in between a medium. You are passing information from one person to another person. And I don't have an issue with Fred, man. I don't. But here's the thing, man. I was watching The Godfather, right? The Godfather 2. And there's a scene where Michael Corleone and Fredo Corleone, who's his older brother, who's a idiot. The brother had actually done something that partnered with somebody and who made an attempt to kill Michael Corleone. And Michael Corleone found out it was him. And this dude tried to justify it, right? Trying to justify some bullshit. He says, well, he offered me something that was for me. He said all he needed was a little help and that, it would be good for the family. It would be good for you. And it would be good for me. And, it was something for me. So, hey, man, I did it, And dude turned around to him and said, looked at him and he looked at him, dude, with eyes like deathly eyes. Like, you believe that? Like, did you sit back and think about what they told you and you believe that? And as a result of him believing it, dude wind up getting killed, right? So my thought is, like, if you have somebody that is telling you something that you can't share, you can't tell who the person is, right? You can't even tell you can't tell me who the person is, and you can't even tell me what they actually said, but you take that and then come and then use that as a way to justify something that they're doing. I'm like, what? I can't. I can't respect that. Now, I'm not saying I can't respect you. I'm saying I can't pay any attention to what you said because you're telling me to believe you without telling me anything, right? So similar to the situation with that Corleone, he's like, you think it was good for the family, but you knew you couldn't tell me, right? You think you're trying to keep some secret from me, and the guy winds up trying to kill me, but you believe that he was trying to help me. If you believe that he's trying to help me, why couldn't you come tell me? When you hear some of these guys give these old school media guys, whenever they give you a source, the very least they can do is tell you what the source said. Right? They can't tell you who the source is, but they tell you what the source said. If you can't tell me what the source said and you can't tell me what the source is, why are you bothering opening your mouth about it? Because all you're doing is giving me something that I can't judge. Because at least if you said, look, this is what they told me, but I can't tell you who told me that, then I could say, okay, well, let me think about what they said. Does what they say make sense? And then I can choose to go. I can say, okay, if what they say is true, then Sean Porter's not ducking. I can understand why Sean Porter's not ducking, right? But if you either tell me but if you can't tell me who said it, and you can't tell me what they said, dude, there's nothing to hold those guys accountable for. You know what I mean? And if you wind up being proved, if it winds up being proved that you're wrong, somebody must have left their phone here. And if they can't, hold on one second. Wow, my wife left. Now I got something else to do. My wife left her phone at home. So I got to go take it to work with her after I get off this. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's like if you can't tell me what the person did, if you can't tell me what the person said, and you can't tell me who the person is that said it, you're not telling me anything at all. You're just trying to get me to trust that Sean Porter. You're getting me to try to trust you, right? You're saying, believe me. I'm like, well, you know, I don't know. I don't agree with you. I think the dude's a ducking ass. I think he's a whole ass coward because he didn't want to fight the dude before he got the belt. He said in the ring that he wanted to fight, that he wanted to do the fight, right? And then when he gets on a stage in front of the media, he says, well, you know, I couldn't say it out there in front of the whole crowd because the whole crowd might think bad of me. So I said something I really didn't mean. That's what he said. He said, I didn't really mean it when I said I would fight him next. It was just he said that in front of a crowd of people, so there's nothing I could do. I couldn't be honest. But I can be honest to you now when I'm saying if this fight doesn't happen, it's not me. Come the fuck on, dog. I ain't buying that shit. Anyway, you know what I mean? Anyway, if you can't say if you can't say, God dog, one of the two, if you can't say one of the two, keep your mouth shut. Yeah, you got to. Wasn't that Mo Green? No, it wasn't Mo Green. He shot Fredo. Oh, no. It wasn't Mo Green. This was the second movie with there was the second movie when he sold him out to Haymon Roth. When he sold him out to Haymon Roth. The first movie, he said, Fredo, don't ever take sides with the family again, against the family again. And then in the second one, he took sides against the family again, and his ass got killed. And which is why Connie wasn't stupid when he said, if you marry this dude, you'll disappoint me. And you know what that means. I will bury you, broad. That's my favorite movie, man. But seriously, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that, man. That dude's ducking, and he deserves the pressure. Because if you make excuses for him ducking and you allow that shit to happen, then then he's like, oh, everybody understands, everybody understands that I just couldn't do it. My daddy said I couldn't do it. My daddy. I used to call my daddy Daddy. My daddy said I couldn't do it. He said, right in the fishing boat. Yep, got him, dog. He says, you're one of the best at breaking things down, my brother. I'm feeling what you're saying. Kessler said, hey, man, I try my best, but I've been listening to this, man. I'm like, come on, man. Ain't no passes for duck artists, dog. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so do I look scared? What was that? I'm not. Oh, don't be scared. Do I look scared? Where did I hear that? Do I look scared? Oh, I can't remember that. For now, notice how quiet Sean Porter been lately. Man, he out here got people making excuses for him. Oh, he said at least they killed Fredo after he said his prayers and thought it was nice of Michael. Michael would kill that dude day one, dog, if his mama wasn't alive. He said, yeah, he lives while my mother's still alive. After that dude got to go. He's too dangerous. He's going to get everybody killed. He said, I love Fredo, but he's weak and he's stupid. I said, for now, I keep going. Yeah, I'll roll for a little while, man. I ain't got shit to do. Yes, actually, I do have shit to do, but I'll go for a little while longer, man. I love talking boxing to y'all. With y'all. Shorter Sean Porter in the ring. Oh, do I look scared? Yeah, you do look scared. I couldn't. Yes, you do. You look mighty meek. You look mighty meek saying that shit. The question was, did you look like Luis Ortiz when Luis Ortiz was getting called out by Deontay Wilder? No. You look like Khabib? Did you look like Khabib? Hey, I rocks with Khabib, by the way. I rocks with Khabib. I like Khabib, man. When I saw Khabib, I watched that Conor McGregor fight because of Khabib. Khabib could go, hey, dog, I knew Khabib was going to fuck that dude up, dog. I knew it. I was like, man, this dude is not going to, this guy's going to choke this dude out. Stefan Bailey says, sup, Fannon. Shout out Pound LDBC UK live 5:45 p.m. That's what's good, is it? What time is it? Yes, sir. Fans, Bud too smart to stay in the pocket very long with Spence. If he does, I agree. The problem is the pocket's coming to him, homie. The pocket's coming to him. He ain't got to say, dog. He ain't going. The pocket's going. The pocket is coming to him. He's bringing the pocket. He said, hey, Ramsey Jones said, yeah, Khabib a savage. He threatened to quit the UFC today. Yeah, kick rocks, dog. No rematch. You kick my money, I'm fuck up out of here, dog. And I ain't paying your fee. I'm keeping my money and kick fuck rocks, dog. Exactly. That's what I would do. Like, get up out of here, man. Nah. How you gonna let this dude fight after he attacked my bus, man? This dude had a mob outside my bus, throwing garbage cans at a bus. No, man, no, we ain't playing that. Hey, if dudes wasn't playing, I loved it. I agreed 100% with Terence Crawford. He's like, I loved it, man. I loved it. What you doing throwing garbage cans at people's buses for? Threatening people like he ain't gonna whoop you. And then he whooped Conor so nice, dog. He whooped him so nice. Oh, dog, better than a knockout, just a choke out. Just yeah, exactly. He said, fuck him and feed him beans, dog. I'm not playing with you. I'm choking this dude out. That's a fighter right there, dog. You see them ears of his? I was like, God, this dude's ears been damn near ripped off his head before. But hey, man, they want to play with Khabib. I'm down with Khabib, dog. I'm down with Khabib. Fans' perspective, okay, that's not for me, man. I'm 100% down with Khabib, man. I like the. Hey, Khabib gonna make me watch MMA, man. Him and Cyborg. I like Cyborg too. I wasn't big on Conor McGregor, man. I was happy to see Conor McGregor get choked out. I knew that fight was over as soon as that. He was too slow, man. And if they rematch, it's going to be a lot worse. It's going to be, dog. He's definitely going to get choked out again. I was hoping he was going to get him in one of them arm bars and make him scream. But he had him by that neck, dog. Woo-wee. Yeah, exactly. Khabib made me a fan, dog. He said, tap, tap, tap. I'm out. Yeah, dog, you're going to quit, dog. I haven't seen Tyron Woodley, man. I have not seen him fight. I'll keep an eye out for him, man. But like I said, I'm not big into UFC. I like the women. Yeah, I like Emmanuel Nunes. Yeah, I like the women. I like to look at I mean, there's something about dudes rolling around on the ground with each other that I just don't like. You know, it's not something I really, I don't really like the ground game too much. I like to see cats hand, standing up, that I like that more. I'm a boxing fan, so I like boxing, and I don't like Greco-Roman wrestling. Watch Woodley coach. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. He said MMA is okay. I love me some boxing always. Yeah, exactly, dog. Oh, said Woodley murders Khabib. Dana just hates him. Hey, man. Yeah, it can be like that, dog. Khabib gonna break Connor's left arm next time. Yeah, Conor McGregor's done. He looked done in there, and he looked like he's 50 years old in the face. Like, God, dog, this dude look old in the face, man. He's not living that Warriors lifestyle. That dude is getting lit up. That dude is drinking. That dude got the face of an alcoholic. Boxing and BBQ. Boxing and barbecue. Conor brought that on himself. I'm glad his team got stolen on after the fight, and he got banked. And he got banked in the ring. Yeah, he did, man. This dude that's what you get. Yeah, that Irish whiskey. Yeah, dude look like he's 50 years old, man. He does, yeah. Look, whiskey 50, exactly. Peter Fresh Kapar, what's good? He said, hey, Pops, I gotta avoid Spence. Because he will knock the Jerry Curl juice out you, son. That's why, son. You know what happened. We ain't gonna fight him, dog. No. We're gonna get this money. We're gonna get this money, and we're gonna get this money. All right. We ain't fighting him. We will drop this belt before you make us lose the belt. He said Conor apologized in the ring, yeah, with that neck getting choked out, dog. Hey, man, sometimes apologies ain't enough, homie. Sometimes apologies ain't enough. Did all that shit talking, got your ass beat up, homie. Beat up. Which, by the way, dog, to me, is what reminds me of Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford. That has ability to be something like a Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns. And Sugar Ray Leonard being Errol Spence Jr. and Thomas Hearns being, Sugar Ray Leonard being, what's his name? Being Terence Crawford and Errol Spence being Thomas Hearns. And if it wasn't for that knockout, it wasn't for the fact that he got that knockout in the first fight against Thomas Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard would have lost all them fights. All them fights. And he was the better boxer. He had the more looks. He was a faster puncher, but he was a smaller dude. Oh, Perspective said Conor has 4 MMA losses, all top outs. That's funny. Khabib spit on him after he choked him out. Did he? That ain't right, but he deserved it. Boxing and barbecue. Bud versus Errol is civil war amongst hardcore boxing fans. It is. It's all good, though. I love it, though. But that's how I look at it. A lot of people, a lot of people looking at Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns thought Sugar Ray Leonard could outbox him. If you look at it now, you think the dude was you think he's a better boxer than Thomas Hearns, but he got outboxed by Thomas Hearns. That length, that Thomas Hearns was the better boxer. He jabbed him, kept him out with that jab. Boop, 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 boop. It was crazy. And don't be surprised if Errol Spence does the same thing to Bud Crawford. Boop, boop, with that right jab. Don't be surprised, dog, if he gets jabbed up. Because he doesn't have that high guard. He keeps his hands low. He doesn't got to come down the middle with that because Terence Crawford fights with his hands down. And so did Sugar Ray Leonard, fought with his hands down. And if he can catch him with that jab, consistently pop that dude with that jab, that's going to be a lot of trouble for Terence Crawford. Going to have to come get around that jab. And that jab is a great equalizer in boxing, that and the body attack. Darren Carr said a real man stands on his words. The Porters controlled and manipulated the narrative when they have no intention on fighting Errol Spence next. Yeah, they're trying to manipulate the narrative, dude, by giving people secret interviews. Fuck out of here, dude. No, I don't want no secret squirrel messages, dog. And explaining shit behind the scenes, but saying you can't tell people what I just told you, and you can't tell me it's me telling you, but this is the deal, but you just can't say anything about it. But you can go tell people that you can't say anything about it. No. I respect the cat that, shows the effort to get that conversation going with him, but there's nothing that I can do with it when you tell me that. I can't do anything with that. Crawford is hard to establish a jab against. Why? Why is that? He's too fast. His footwork is too good. But what if you got somebody that's fast? Somebody that's tall, that much taller than you, longer than you, that knows how to cut off the ring and knows how to keep you in front of them. If he's going to stay away from that, he's going to have to run away from that. If he runs away from that, he's not going to win rounds. He's going to trade, and Bud's going to cramp. He's got good footwork, but Errol Spence Jr. is one of the best in all of boxing at cutting off the ring. He's one of the best in boxing at cutting off the ring. Like, I don't think Terence Crawford's footwork is any better than Jose Luis Castillo's footwork. I don't think Terence Crawford's footwork is better than Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s movement. Floyd Mayweather Jr. would move his ass off at 135 pounds. Then he got in there, against a guy that knew how to cut off the ring and go to the body in Jose Luis Castillo. But Jose Luis Castillo is not Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Bud Crawford is not Floyd Mayweather. I'm just trying to tell you, he's fundamentally sound. There's not a lot of flaws there, man. I'm just telling you, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, dog, because there's a lot of athleticism to what Terence Crawford's doing. There's a lot of timing to what's going on. But dude, dog, that shit is not all and Bud be throwing. Bud throws. He throws them hands, and Bud don't hit as hard as Bud don't hit like Terence, like Sugar Ray Leonard. He done got the power Sugar Ray Leonard has. But anyway, Dollar X, I disagree. A lot of times Floyd played on the ropes. You don't see Bud doing that. Bud Crawford does not have the footwork of Floyd Mayweather Jr., man. Floyd was not playing on. Floyd was not known. Floyd started staying on the ropes a little more as he slowed down. But not at the time when he was fighting Diego Corrales. Not when he's fighting Diego Corrales. Not when he was fighting Arturo Gatti. Not when he was fighting, not even, maybe a little bit when he fought De La Hoya. I'm just telling you, man. I'm not. Hey, man. Hey, much peace. Hey, peace and love as well, man. KQKC Boxing. Please subscribe to KQKC Boxing. Spence don't recklessly let go. All his shots are measured and accurate. He's a very accurate fighter. He's very tenacious. But it's going to be a good fight. I'm not saying Bud can't win the fight. But, dude, this a different beast. This a beast there in front of you, man. And it's funny, man. A lot of cats will either be like Errol Spence Jr., most people that think Bud is going to beat Errol Spence Jr. just talks about Errol Spence like Errol Spence is garbage. I'm going to say I don't think Errol Spence Jr. is garbage, man. That is not easy money, dude. These dudes are not getting out of those fights, okay? They're not getting out of those fights. If Kell Brook could get away with moving, could have got away with boxing and staying away and staying out of range, he would have. All right? If damn well, if Chris Algieri could have got away with that shit, Chris Algieri would have tried to get away with that and made it go 12 rounds. There's a reason these dudes ain't going 12 rounds. That dude ain't that easy to get away from. Anyway, man, Spence is a beast, can also get hit easily. Dude doesn't get hit that much, man. I don't see it. But it is what it is, man. I'm just saying, man, both those dudes can fight. It ain't that easy to hit him, man. If it was that easy to hit him, that dude, have you ever seen Errol Spence come out of a fight bruised up, face cut up and battered up? You know what I mean? Have you seen that? Have you ever seen Spence walk out of a fight looking like Gennady Golovkin did after that last fight with Canelo Alvarez? Just go through and show me a picture where you see Errol Spence Jr. with his face beaten up. I'm back, man. Sorry, I got it now. Yeah, I got it now. You know what? I know where I need to plug this thing in now. So they need to give Gamboa a rematch. Yeah, I'm back now. I think I'm probably seeing these comments a little sooner than the audio is coming through, but I got it now. Said, excellent point, Dan. Can't wait for Bud Spence. Yeah. Cat's telling me that Errol Spence is so easy to hit. Please show me a picture of this dude bruised up. Can I see a picture with him with a black eye, with a cut? He ain't a dark-skinned dude. All right, he's a brown-skinned cat, so the marks will show. Okay. I've never seen the picture of this dude with a I've seen him get hit. I've never seen him marked up. Have you seen him cut, bleeding, any of it? No, I haven't seen. Yeah, I haven't seen Crawford's face beat. No, he's not. I don't think. But see, Donald Banks. I'm not saying that I think the Bud Crawford's easy to hit. I don't think I've ever seen a dude. I'm not saying I think Terence Crawford's easy to hit. I don't think he's easy to hit. Obviously, he's not easy to hit at all. Shambaza Boya May says Spence hardly ever takes flush shots. He blocks most and rolls them. Spence got a high guard. He's not easy to hit. Nah, so and that's the thing. They're gonna try to, but he'll drop his guard too. But see, the thing is, Terence Crawford does not use a high guard that I've seen. Maybe he does. You know what? I need to check it out. I got to speak. I guess I should hold that off, man. You know, and see what it is. But look, man, I'm in an hour and a half, man. I appreciate everybody for coming. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. I will be back tomorrow. Oh, Fannon, arrows like Alabama football. You know what play is coming, but doing anything about it is different. Yeah. Said Infamous MMA said high guard is for lazy fighters. That's not true, man. I don't. Why is that? I don't know. I mean, it's there for a reason. You got to use them shit sometimes, dog. Floyd Mayweather used a high guard. Floyd used a high guard. He just used it. Sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't. Sometimes he's in a shell. Sometimes he's in a high guard. What time's the stream tomorrow? Right around 10. Tomorrow I don't have anything really pressing in the morning, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right after Trail Boxing Talk. I should be able to listen to Trail Boxing Talk tomorrow. All right, y'all. So I appreciate y'all coming. Hey, Gary Benson, that's what's up, man. Appreciate it, man. Much love in the super chat. Appreciate you. Said, hey, Fannon, just coming through show support, man, as you usually do, Gary Benson. It is much, much appreciated, man. This I'm actually gonna go use to buy a new mic. This shit is crazy. I've sounded out a couple times. Anyway, man, peace. And I'll check you guys out tomorrow, right after Trail Boxing Talk, 10:15 at the latest. And with that, I'm out. Peace.